Be Your Brand Podcast, suggerimenti e strategie per il vostro mindset e il vostro personal brand. Chi vi parla è Loris Bianchini. Benvenuti a questo nuovo episodio di Be Your Brand Podcast. In questo episodio parleremo di stress management, relaxation and meditation. E proprio per questa puntata speciale ho invitato un'amica e un'esperta in questa materia e questo podcast verrà registrato in lingua inglese. Per quelli di voi che vogliono avere la comodità di una traduzione, vi invito a seguire l'episodio sul canale YouTube e attivare i sottotitoli. Let's switch to English and let me give a warm welcome to my friend and dear expert Elia Stefanidou from Cyprus. Hi Elia, how are you?
Sto benissimo, Loris. È il
Oh,
mio piacere di vederti qui.
You are
Grazie.
speaking a perfect Italian. I know that you lived in Italy for some time, and thank you very much for coming to this podcast, Be Your Brand Podcast, where we talk about branding, we talk about confidence, we talk about emotions, we talk about all the insights for the personal branding. Elia is, as I said, an expert, a stress management coach. She's also a writer. She's also a thought leader. And she dedicated her life to helping people living a better and more balanced life and find the balance needed in order to perform and live a wealthy life. So, Elia, just to start, let me ask you the first question. Can you talk about a little bit about your journey? What led you to become this figure extraordinary that helps people feeling better, control their stress, and relax in a world that is really heavily and fast-paced?
Hello again, and thank you for the invitation. And I must say that you're also an extraordinary thought leader, because I know you know for 3.5 years. And I will start like this, because I know you know me, but I will speak as if you don't know me. Okay. So, you know, Loris, that life has a funny way of leading us down to unexpected paths. And my journey from experiencing panic attacks and anxiety attacks to becoming a stress management coach is a testament to the power of personal transformation and resilience. So my journey, and I mean the new chapter of my life, began when I was only 26 years old, when I had the luxury of experiencing a panic attack at my office desk, followed by multiple phases of general anxiety disorders like fear of flying, fear of birds, sleep paralysis, fear of death, etc. So this kind of constant worry went on for 6 years back then, because I was so embarrassed to tell anyone. But when I reached rock bottom, and I remember it was a few months after giving birth to my daughter, I realized that severe change had to be made, as I couldn't be my own savior. So the turning point in my life came in 2006, when I discovered EFT, that stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. And it's a powerful method, often referred to as tapping, that allowed me to address the emotional root causes of my constant anxiety and attacks back then. And you know, Loris, it wasn't an instant fix. Any kind of manifestation cannot happen in one day. But as I continued to practice EFT, I noticed a shift in my emotional well-being. I learned to release the negative emotional baggage I had been carrying for so many years, and my anxiety attacks became less frequent and less severe. So as my personal transformation continued, I felt a deep calling to share my journey with others. And yes, I used to help my friends back then, even before becoming a coach, because I knew the way to do so. I knew the techniques. The years passed by, and I was so emboldened by my own progress. So I went deeper into the world of self-improvement and personal development. And I became a certified coach in EFT, NLP, that stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and life coaching. So my journey goes like this, from panic to peace. And this situation has been both challenging and rewarding. I've witnessed countless individuals regain control of their lives just as I did, in the same way. And I am honored to be guiding a light for those that they seek their path to inner peace and personal transformation. My clients, of course, they can benefit from someone who had been there, someone who understood the darkness of the panic attack and anxiety disorders, and someone who had emerged on the other side stronger and more resilient. Yes.
Amazing.
Then,
Very.
I was so lost, and I was feeling so incapable of going out of that of that hell. But now I can see my journey, and my results serve as a testimonial to the potential for growth and healing. Sure, a healing that lies within each of us, no matter where we start or how old we are when we begin. So this is it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you very much, Elia, for sharing.
I know I talk too much, but okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. But let me ask this question. How do you define stress? Because stress at a certain point is good, but if you become a threshold, it becomes bad. So how do you define stress, and what are the most common signs on our body as well for what concerns stress?
Okay. Actually, after all these years, I see and I know now that stress is a natural response to life challenges. And not all stress is harmful. Stress can manifest both physically and mentally, and it can be triggered by various factors like our work, relationships, athletic activities, financial issues, traumatic events, or even by our own thoughts and our corrupted scenarios. So chronic or overwhelming stress can have detrimental effects on the quality of our lives. But understanding the different sources and manifestations of stress, as well as developing daily effective coping strategies, is essential for maintaining a healthy balance in our life. We need to work on ourselves daily.
Correct. And so, Elia, how can we recognize from the signs of our body that we are in the bad stress situation or in the overwhelming stress situation?
Yes. The most common signs that stress affects the body. Let's start with the respiratory problems. Okay, stress can affect breathing patterns, leading to shallow or rapid breathing, heart palpitations. It increases the heart rate. Digestive problems like stomach aches, diarrhea, constipation, or nausea, high blood pressure, skin issues like acne, eczema, hives, or psoriasis. It can also worsen existing skin conditions. Then are the gastrointestinal issues, like indigestion, acid reflux, IBS. And then there are the sleep disturbances, because stress can interfere with your ability to fall asleep or stay asleep, leading to insomnia or poor quality sleep. There is muscle tension, like
a
neck
lot of
pain,
things.
backaches, and overall muscle stiffness. When you're stressed, everything is stiff on the body.
Yeah, right.
There is chronic fatigue that can lead to physical or mental exhaustion, making you feel constantly tired, even after a full night's sleep. Changes in appetite, leading to stress eating and potential weight gain, while others may lose their appetite, resulting in weight loss. We don't know. It depends on the personality of every person. Headaches or migraines. And then there are the frequent illnesses, because chronic stress can lead to more frequent colds, infections, and other illnesses due to its impact to the immune system. Yes.
Yeah. So that's important to listen to our body and collect all these signs in order to understand which is our state regarding stress. Thank you, Elia. And another question.
The body is the blueprint of the thoughts.
Yeah, correct. So, which are some of the common misconceptions regarding stress?
There are a lot, but I mentioned a few. Common misconceptions about stress include the belief that all stress is harmful, but in reality, some stress can be beneficial and motivating.
Okay.
Like, fear operates as a protection mechanism. If I have now a bear outside my house, I will not go out and caress the bear because the fear will stop me there. Another misconception is that stress is only a mental or emotional issue, ignoring its physical effects that I mentioned before.
Yeah.
And there is a quote that says, this is in Greek, but I will translate in English. When the mouth doesn't speak, the body speaks to you.
Yeah, that's true.
In a way, yes. Stress can also be mistakenly seen as a sign of weakness when it's a natural response to challenging situations. People often think they should completely eliminate stress, but it's more about managing and coping with it effectively. Also, there is a misconception that relaxation techniques are the only way to combat stress, while in truth, a holistic approach that includes lifestyle changes, self-care, and seeking support is often more effective in managing stress daily. An example is, let's say, you practice meditation every day, but then you watch horror movies at night. You understand?
Yeah.
You have to have a holistic approach regarding stress.
Okay. And so you work with people, and just to share also with our listener, what kind of people are taking sessions with you, and which are the reasons usually behind, in order to guide also our listener to understand if they have, let me say, the need for a session for what concerns stress management.
Yes. The reason behind everything is one word, and it's the word fear. They have a fear of resolving their issues, either alone or with someone else. And we can manage to find the ways to release all this fear. But usually the people that contact me they have anxiety and panic attacks, phobias and fears. I have students with self-esteem issues, or they might be here before their exams. I have athletes of any age, clients with divorce issues and money issues, They come also here for grief and loss, OCD, chronic pain, extended sadness or boredom, relationship issues. Stress is connected to everything.
Yeah, that's true. So when a person comes to you and you have a client that want to work about these situations, can you describe how do you work with them, and which techniques and suggestions, wisdom, whatever, are you putting into your conversation with your clients?
I use different kind of combination methods with every individual, and the sessions are not the same each time. But it's not only about the techniques, it is also about changing the mindset and the belief system.
Yeah.
So I teach them how to think and not what to think.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, Loris, a belief is only a thought that you keep thinking, and a thought can be changed. Regarding now the methods that I use, there is the emotional freedom technique, as mentioned before, EFT. It's often referred to as tapping, which is a therapeutic approach that combines elements of acupuncture and psychology. It involves tapping on specific acupressure points of the body with our fingertips, while focusing on verbalizing emotional issues or negative thoughts. By tapping on those meridian points on the body, you can release blocked energy in order to promote emotional healing and reduce emotional discomfort by addressing the mind-body connection. I also use NLP, which stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which is a set of techniques that helps reframe your thoughts and beliefs, replacing negative patterns with positive ones. Also, of course, I guide my clients through breathing techniques, because the respiratory system is the only system on the body that you can manage to control in less than 1 minute. In less than 1 minute. You cannot control anything else. You cannot control the vomit or the diarrhea or the headache or the heart racing, but you can control the breathing. So when we engage in deep, mindful breathing, it triggers the body's relaxation response, which lowers the heart rate, decreases blood pressure, and reduces the production of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. And have in mind that cortisol is the fuel for the body. It's not a bad hormone. And activates the fight or flight response, which is our primitive survival mechanism. And of course, focused breathing helps shift our attention away from stressors and intrusive thoughts, allowing us to regain a sense of control and mindfulness in the present moment.
That's amazing. A lot of things, a lot of interesting suggestions, and
meditation and guided. This is the last part. Meditation and guided creative visualization can both lower stress levels in the body. And during meditation, individuals focus on their breath or a specific object, calming the mind and reducing the production of stress hormones. What I teach most is the guided creative visualization. And it's that visualization that gives them the opportunity to imagine peaceful and positive scenarios. In this way, they can distract the mind from stressors and promote a sense of tranquility and safety.
What I found interesting in what you said is the concept of the mindset. If you don't change the mindset, it doesn't seems that just practicing relaxation or meditation or mindfulness or whatever can help totally. So the first step is changing the mindset is the first step that people need to take into consideration in order to better manage the stress. Is that correct? What I understood earlier?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay.
And it's also all about habits. You need to dive into the habitual way of thinking. I need to do this every day. All the practices every day.
Yeah.
Slowly, the mindset will change.
And is there a difference between panic attack that you experienced and anxiety attack?
Yes, I know. Whoever experienced both kinds of attacks knows for sure the difference, but I will give you the answer and the difference. Here's the difference. Panic attacks are intense, sudden episodes of overwhelming fear.
Okay.
They often peak within a few seconds and can get you without an apparent trigger. I mean, out of nowhere. You might be in a supermarket or in a club or in a cafeteria, and you just get it.
Yeah.
The physical and emotional symptoms of a panic attack are very severe and may include a racing heart, shortness of breath, chest pain, sweating, nausea, this feeling of wanting to vomit, and also a strong desire to escape. Yeah. And you feel like this is it. This is the end.
Yeah. True.
Well. And the anxiety attack, some people may use it interchangeably with panic attack. But generally, anxiety attacks are considered to be less severe and may last longer. Yes, anxiety attacks are often associated with more generalized feelings of unease, worry, agony, and tension. What will happen now? What will happen? And if this happens, and all these trigger intrusive thoughts that we have in our heads, there's a lot of tension.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Yes, anxiety symptoms can persist also over a more extended period, possibly hours or even days or weeks. Anxiety attacks are usually triggered by specific stressors or situations that provoke excessive worry or fear.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. And I know that you have also many interests, and one of these is martial arts. Is there a connection or a reason why you practice martial arts and there is a combination between martial arts and stress management?
Yes, I've been wanting to do martial arts since I can remember. I used to watch the movies of Bruce Lee. Do you remember Bruce Lee? Or you were too young to remember him?
No. I remember very well. I like it.
I always had it in my head since then that I wanted to do it. But I started taking up martial arts in 2013. This has also been a stepping stone to my own personal growth, as it helped me increase my mental stamina, my confidence, and resilience. So through this hobby, I have adopted the mindset of a fighter, which always reminds me to never give up, even in the hardest times. In the past, I had some injuries, but this never stopped me from getting back to the academy. Martial arts can be a very, very powerful, effective way to combat stress.
Okay, so this is another suggestion for our audience.
Of course, it improves physical fitness, but also enhances mental resilience. The physical training and the endorphin release during the training sessions for sure contribute to reducing stress levels. And of course, making martial arts a holistic approach to make you feel rejuvenated.
Yeah, it's part of the mindset. All the holistic approach create a different mindset. Also, martial arts have an effect on our mindset.
Have you ever tried yourself?
No, I should. Maybe I will think about that. It could be a nice, interesting idea. Yeah.
Every time I drive myself home after a training session, I feel as 10 years younger.
Yeah. Nice.
So
Very nice.
You have to try.
And Elia, I want to ask you a kind of personal question, if you want to share with our listeners. Which is the biggest challenge you faced in your life?
Oh, okay. Can I mention 2 challenges?
Okay, 2 challenges. 2 is better than 1. Okay.
Yes. The first one is quitting my full-time real job back then. It was very hard for me to do it. I had the confidence, but there was the fear of not having a paycheck at the end of the month. Yes, but I had to burn the bridges, definitely.
Fear is always the obstacle, the biggest obstacle that you have to win when we need to change something.
Yes, I mentioned this at the very beginning. Yeah. I know. And the second one, the second challenge, was my first public speaking.
Wow.
It was about giving a lecture with the topic, our belief system and how it affects our lives. And I had to speak for 1 hour in public.
Wow.
I actually had a huge breakthrough on my business after that because I stepped out of the box. Yes.
Yeah. So let me ask you some fire questions. Which is your preferred author or writer, and who do you follow usually?
My favorite. Okay, it's Owen Fitzpatrick, who is my mentor and coach for the last 3.5 years. And also I follow Andrew Huberman, Joy Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, Abraham Hicks, Mel Robbins. And I also like to listen to interesting interview podcasts. But, my best teachers are my clients.
Wow.
I firmly believe that my best teachers are them.
Yeah, right.
Because every person who seeks guidance in managing stress brings with them a unique set of experiences, challenges, issues, and coping mechanisms and resistances. And with them, I can be continually reminded of the incredible resilience and adaptability of the human spirit. My clients inspire me with their determination to overcome stressors. They're not just recipients of guidance. There is a cooperation. They are my partners in growth, and their experiences enrich my practice as a stress management coach. And there is a quote that I really, really like. I don't know where I read it or who said this, but mastery lies in the journey of the forever student. And that's what I do. I practice what I teach every single day.
Lovely. I like it. I liked it very much. Yeah, the question is, now that you have so much wisdom, so much experience, which advice would you give to your younger self?
I don't regret about anything that happened in my past. The past is there, it will always be there, but it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't dwell on negative emotions for too long. Life is filled with its share of ups and downs, and it's perfectly natural to experience moments of sadness, fear, or anger, and learn to acknowledge and process negative feelings, but also remember the power of resilience and positivity, and embrace each day with an open heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And finally, if you could have a superpower, what that would be?
Superpower.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a lot, but if I have to choose, okay, I would love to be able to breathe underwater.
Wow.
Because I love the sea.
Yeah, you are from Cyprus, so you absolutely love the seaside. Very nice.
I go
Okay.
Okay.
It's been really interesting, all the stuff, all the suggestions, all your experience that you share. And I have one more request for you. If you can guide us to experiencing a little bit of relaxation, some of the techniques that you use in such a way that we can test and feel how do you manage this kind of techniques. Is it possible for you?
Yes, of course. I will give you
Okay.
a short exercise of breathing and then creative guided visualization about achieving a
Okay.
goal of yours. And it's not going to be martial arts, nothing
Okay.
like it's going to be relaxing. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to show you first how to breathe in a specific way. And this is what I learned back in 2006. It was the breathing technique of 7-11. Okay, it's like 7 seconds you inhale from the nose, and then 11 seconds you exhale from the mouth, as if you're blowing a candle, like this. Okay, so we're gonna inhale from the nose. We're gonna do it 2-3 times. We're gonna inhale from the nose, and then you exhale from the mouth. It's not going to be 7 seconds, and you can manage up to 5 seconds. It's again okay. And then the exhale, if it's going to be 9 seconds, you can do 9 seconds instead of 11. Okay.
Okay.
This is the emergency technique. Okay. If anything happens, but you can practice also 3 times per day. I mean, 10 breaths like this in the morning, 10 in the lunchtime, and then 10 breaths like this before you go to bed. Okay.
Okay.
So don't close your eyes because you're watching me.
Okay.
We inhale from the nose. Okay, we go up. And we hold our breath as if we feel the whole head. And then we exhale from the mouth. And relax. And then we're going to take another intentional inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Again, we go up. And we hold it. Hold it for a few seconds. And then you exhale from the mouth. Now you're releasing all tension. One more time, please. Again. Inhale from the nose. And hold it. And then out from the mouth. And now, Loris, you can gently close your eyes, please. Close your eyes. And knowing now that at this moment, in this guided meditation, you can unwind and relax, knowing that everything that is meant for you is on its way to you. Now is your time to come home to the present moment and open your awareness through the breath. Continuing these deep breaths. And I invite you to release the air in relief. Release all the pressure. Allow yourself to decompress here and now. You can inhale peace and exhale all the negative emotions. Allowing your shoulders to surrender to gravity. Breathing normally now. Breathing subconsciously. There is no effort at this moment. If you find that your mind wanders, that is perfectly okay. Simply choose each time to come back to this moment by anchoring yourself in the breath. Shifting your awareness inward, gently tune into your imagination. And I want you to see yourself from afar as an observer. You are now looking at your ideal self. That self, yourself of the future, has already achieved the goal that you set in your life. Look at him. Where is yourself? Look at the surroundings. Look at the colors. Look at the clothes he's wearing now. Look at the smile on his face. His happiness. His safety. Just observe what he has already achieved. Now slowly go to him. Just stand in front of him. Look at him in the eyes. And ask him, how did you manage to come up to this point? And ask him to give you guidance. Ask for the solutions. And let him give you the answers. And then as you're whispering into his ears words of wisdom and love and affection, tell him, congratulations. for everything that you have achieved up to now. And hug him so tight. And just let him come inside of you so you can be one. One with your ideal self. Now you're not just exploring this visualization. You're feeling everything that is happening now. Now that you have achieved your goal, because now you are wearing his clothes. Now you have his feelings, his emotions. Because this ideal self was always there inside of him. And it will always be there for you. Now when you know that all that you have ever wanted have come to fruition, now you know that all you are comes from the source of positive energy. And your body is a reflection of the balance of your thoughts. Now you are fulfilled. And I invite you to continue sitting in this space and hold these emotions, hold that vibration, those moments. Just sit with them. Now you know that the light within you is creating miracles in your life, here and now. And I'm going to count to 3. And you can gently bring your awareness back to the room. And gently open your eyes. Thank you. It is done. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you very much, Elia. I feel really relaxed and kind of different from previously. It's amazing.
You should try also the meditations that I have on my YouTube channel if you want. If you
okay. Okay. In fact, for all our listeners that want to reach you, I will leave your contacts in the comments of this episode so they can learn even more or they can contact you. And we are closing this episode, fantastic episode, and I want to thank you, Elia, for sharing with us your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience, and above all, your passion for what you are doing. Thank you very much, Elia. Thank you very much
for the invitation. Grazie mille.
So for all our audience, all our listeners, I want to remember that until next episode, don't stop learning, don't stop practicing, and above all, embrace the way, the path towards stress management, relaxation, and meditation if you want to build a very strong personal brand. And as always, remember, be always your brand. Hai ascoltato Be Your Brand Podcast. Condividilo con chi vuoi e iscriviti. E non dimenticare, be always your brand.